Welcome to WatchNut TV and another edition of What's in the Box. In this edition, we're bringing you a really gorgeous timepiece from the House of Journe in Geneva. This is truly a magnificent watch, and I thought you'd enjoy seeing it, especially if you've never seen one of his pieces before. So let's see what's in the box. First off, the box itself is gorgeous. I mean, the work that went into the packaging is better than I've seen in even more expensive watches, although this is close to a $30,000 watch at retail. Journe's pieces are not very common. You don't see them a lot in this country. This watch was originally sold in 2007. I've obviously blocked out the serial number for practical purposes. I don't want to broadcast it, but we have a proper warranty card. We have the instruction manual for the Chronometre Souverain, which is what this is, and a very nicely imprinted microfiber polishing cloth that in and of itself is kind of a nice work of art. So the beautiful wooden box, you can see in the packaging how they've even gone to the extent of putting a foam washer to protect the box itself from the opening button. So, and the attention to detail is just fantastic. The watch itself is just absolutely magnificent. This is a red gold, 18 karat red gold Souverain. If you've never seen this particular model before, it's one of his simpler watches. It just obviously has hours and minutes. It has a sub-second dial at 8, and it has a power reserve indicator at 3. The attention to detail in this thing is just magnificent. For those of you who don't know Journe, François-Paul Journe is probably considered by many in the industry to be one of the world's greatest living watchmakers. He originally started making movements in 1989 for other houses in Switzerland, and then began the distribution of his own watches in 1999. So it's still a relatively young company, and still a very small production house. I don't know if I can kind of get you a shot. The dial is a beautiful silver gouache, just absolutely stunning. The movement on this is a 40 millimeter watch, by the way. Obviously, you can't tell sizing from just the photographs. The movement is a work of art. This is Journe's twin barrel 1304 movement, and all of the plates and bridges in the movement are also solid 18 karat red gold. I mean, it's just an absolute joy to behold, to see all the work that's gone into this thing. Pardon the tape, but again, I wanted to protect the serial number. This is a beautifully thin gold case. You can kind of see it has almost no height form factor. It's only maybe 7 or so millimeters at the most thick. Very nicely made alligator strap with a signed buckle. There's also solid 18 karat red gold. Fitting touch to such a beautiful piece. I love these. I love his watches. I mean, they're all just great, but this one's elegant. It's just astounding. The interesting thing about this watch, now let's see if I can show you here in a minute. The movement is schooled in and this particular power indicator, you can see as I wind it up, is not designed to show up or down, positive or negative, but it actually shows the number of hours since the movement was last wound, which is typical of a maritime ship's chronometer. So you know really how many hours have elapsed since the watch was, or the timepiece, whatever it was, the clock was wound the last time around. So Just an absolutely gorgeous watch. This watch is for sale, by the way, at watchnut.com. So if you'd like to see some good close-up photographs and get some other information on the company and the watch, please read. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch.